¿Sí? Okay. Gracias, hombre.
Thank you. It seems like we have the solution to all the problems on paper, right? I remember when Mr. Aliani came to say that he was going to solve all the crime things, and I remember how much money did he take to come and lie in a way that had no connection to reality? Let's see, because number one, we've had an increment in all the violent data numbers, and second, we have a huge drug problem that are still being distributed in the school, and it's still associated to violence, and this is political interest talking. And here are the parents. Why don't you talk to parents? Because it's the same organization that get all this money, that have interests, and not in actually solving a problem, not for police, but not involve parents, because what do we want to do? Involve schools like USC? No, we want hugs, not bullets. Okay, go to MacArthur Park. I want you to see how people are treated there. You'll see violence and in its purest form. That's what is happening constantly in a lot of schools. So we have, prose and poetry and all these things, but it's not what's really going to help our kids. And it's because people lost trust in you and in politics, and nothing is being done for the students or the parents. It's just self-interest. And whoever is financing your campaign, you don't care about education, the kids, because these kids are just a blank check to keep getting money and continuing these labor things, and essentially they're vampires, and it's pure bureaucracy. That's what's happening. So I ask, what else do you want from this? Where do you want to take this generation? Especially you, Ms. Rocio, you're Latin, and you know that us Latins are the ones that are most behind, but you're defending other communities, and you're not defending your own. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Maria Luisa Palma, come on up.
Good afternoon. My name is Maria Luisa Palma. I'm speaking on behalf of Oleada, a nonprofit organization. So this presentation today has no information at all about parent outreach. Most parents I speak to at schools don't even know. They're shocked to hear that there is no school police on campus. These presentations also don't have any updates on the data that was presented here in the September school climate meeting by board district and the entire district. Let me give you a few of those percentages, which were not noted in the presentation. It was a presentation in which Mr. Chait skipped over very, very, very quickly. The general fighting and physical aggression numbers increased from 2021 to 2022 and 22 to 23 school year by 43%. Illegal and controlled substances increased 62%. Now, these are just the incidents that are reported in ISTAR. Of course, we know that there are many, many other incidents that never get reported. Parents continue to talk on social media, at Coffee with the Principal, at the regional meetings, that campuses are not safe. They are very concerned about fights, about restroom access. They talk continuously about how there is smoking, vaping, and drug use in the bathrooms, lack of access to the restrooms, closures. A mom told me yesterday that her 9th grader told her that the bathrooms, when they happen to be open, smell like weed. So my son tells me that during the day, some are closed. After school, he says it's extreme. He can't find a bathroom to use. Now, the school experience survey is a poor substitute for outreach to parents for two-way communication. There's talk of the supposed task force. Last year, I used to be able to find those agendas online. I can't find them anymore. I don't know when those meetings take place. No idea. Parents do not know that that exists. Parents don't know this committee exists. So parents are afraid to request for the return of the school police. They are silenced. They fear because of the council culture that's pervasive here. They're afraid of being called racist. Now here, this report today does not say anything how on campus you will stop the rampant drug use or how you will stop the constant fights and violence. Please give us a plan that parents can have input to, and how are you going to fix this violence and drug use situation? Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Diana Guillen, come on up. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. And for your awareness, Ms. Guillen is going to speak in Spanish, so if you want to hear what she's saying in English, please put on the headphones. Listos.
Buenas tardes, miembros del
Good
board. Mi nombre
afternoon,
es
members
Diana
of the board. My name is Diana Guillen. I've been chairperson 4 times in a row for DLAC, and today we wanted to come because we were hoping that Mr. Chai could present a plan that us parents would make us feel comfort, but not. It provided nothing that we were hoping for in the schools. And he's not really providing the true data that we know. It's just what you want to hear for students. But I didn't ever hear that he was listening to parents. And so if the students know what they knew, they wouldn't have parents. And that's why we're here, to represent the other parents, because they're scared to come speak to you. Because also when parents demand their rights, that's when police is called. But when we need support, it's never there. So the schools have all these data that says the violence and crime has increased as well as drugs. And where is the plan, Mr. Che? I would really like if he's not providing that, to be fired then from his position, because this has a lack of congruency, because it's an agenda that isn't related to the community. I would like everyone to go in your suits, to go to my community, MacArthur Park, to see if you feel safe. We, the community, we feel secure when we see a police officer because we're not being abused. But of course, police needs more training. Of course, it's going to happen. It's like when you've had different reports of abuse from teachers, but that doesn't mean you have to get rid of all teachers. No, the person needs to be held accountable that's giving way to the abuse. So if someone's abusing their power, they need to be chastised. But to say goodbye to all police just for a few that have made mistakes, really, I ask you to please not approve the plan, because this plan is underway through other funds, but it's not the plan for the whole district, because this is not what us families need to feel safe with our children being